Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of The Guido Goes Off. As always, thank you for watching. A big welcome to anyone who has subscribed recently or has been tuning in for the first time. Thank you for tuning in, and if you have yet to join the Few But Faithful, please do so and subscribe. I know there's a lot to get to. A lot has happened this week. I'm going to be talking about a few things, and we're going to start off with what happened on Raw, specifically Renee Young's commentary. For those of you that didn't watch it, Renee Young was brought in as a substitution for Coach this week, making her the first female commentator to do the whole show. She has received a lot of praise from everybody in WWE. She mentioned that her that any notes or any mistakes that were made there's very minimal critique by Vince McMahon, and she is, of course, looking to do more commentary in the future. Of course, this is not a permanent thing. We will have to listen to Coach again, and again, again, again. But anyway, don't feel bad. Renee will be doing commentary for the Mae Young Classic, and more than likely will be part of the commentary team for WWE Evolution. After that, we'll see where it goes. Maybe she'll get some, as more frequent fill-ins. But personally, I think she did a good job. I always wonder what's being fed to female commentators, because I always like talk about fashion and stuff, or something like that nature, the girly things. But as the night went on, Renee did seem to get a bit stronger, and kudos to her. I do look forward to hearing her on commentary more in the future. Also, some big news coming, and that is of the lawsuit. Jeff Jarrett and his company, Global Force Wrestling, is suing Anthem, the parent company of Impact. According to reports, the reason for the lawsuit is for copyright and trademark infringements, as well as use of Global Force Wrestling footage on Impact broadcasts. As many of you know, a few years ago, Global Force Wrestling did seem to join forces with Impact Wrestling, and was supposed to be a full merger of the two companies. However, the merger never took place, as Jeff Jarrett just seemed to walk as the merger never took place because of Jarrett's exit from Impact Wrestling. As many people know, Jarrett had gone into a severe relapse of his alcoholism, and was removed by Anthem executives from his position as executive vice president of creative from Impact Wrestling. And as I said, also the merger between Global Force and Impact never took place. However, as I mentioned, Global Force footage had been used for Impact events, specifically times where it was supposed to be for the Global Force show Amped. That was never televised until Anthem released it as part of Impact pay-per-views. This is a footage that includes the likes of Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, where they did say that Bobby Roode, he has jumped ship from NXT. Look at this. We've got him back. Yay! Of course, this had been filmed prior to Roode leaving and joining NXT. But again, also there's some other copyright and trademark infringements. Also brought up in the suit is the name of Impact's streaming service, Global Fight Network, as it is very similar to Global Force Wrestling. There's no word yet on any court dates, the damages that are being sought. So again, I'm going to keep you guys updated on this as much as possible. And like I said, I mean, what happens, happens. There's been a lot of lawsuits flying around in wrestling. I don't like it. I'll keep my wrestling as nice and violent as possible. Moving on to another note as far as females in WWE, and that is in regards to Tegan Nox. The former Nixon Newell, of course, was a participant in the Mae Young Classic. Oh, wait. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! I repeat, a spoiler alert! The reason, of course, I'm doing that is because because this has to do with the tapings from the Mae Young Classic. As it's been reported, unfortunately, Tegan Nox was injured. It seems to be a torn ACL. She was in a match against Rhea Ripley in the semifinals of the Mae Young Classic. It was in a match against Rhea Ripley in the quarterfinals of the Mae Young Classic. Now, of course, she's in good spirits. WWE's like, hey, she's still got, we're looking forward to seeing her back. Well, the interesting part is, sorry, I keep scratching my eye. The interesting part about this is that the plans had been talked about as of late, and apparently Tegan Nox being injured put a huge wrench in the works as far as what the match for the Mae Young Classic was supposed to be. Again, spoilers. Apparently, the finals match has been set. It will be Io Shirai taking on Toni Storm in the finals of the Mae Young Classic, which, as has been mentioned, will take place at WWE Evolution. However, the original plan was for Tegan Nox to be in the finals. As we know, Io Shirai, incredibly talented, but they said the way that it was supposed to be booked was that Tegan was supposed to win against Rhea Ripley in the quarterfinals, then beat Io Shirai in the finals, and be facing Toni Storm, or in the semifinals, forgive me, and then face Toni Storm in the finals. But as we know, things happen, things change. You cannot control injuries. And unfortunately, for Tegan, this is a big setback. From what I've heard, it's torn ACL, which will be about 6 to 8 months. But again, WWE is high on Tegan Nox, and they hope when she comes back, she'll be just as good, if not better than ever. And we hope the same thing here on The Guido Goes Up. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. But again, like I said, it did throw a major wrench in the works. Triple H also mentioned in the conference call about NXT TakeOver that she would be out for a while. Like I said, more than likely 6 to 8 months, maybe a little longer. As was reported, a leg injury kept her out of last year's Mae Young Classic. But again, we're hoping good things for her. Apparently, WWE is really high on her, and we'll find out more as this develops. I mean, it does suck, but she'll be back. She'll be back better. She'll be back as good, if not better. Well, moving on from the women's side of things to actually, okay, there's a little bit of a woman thing involved, and that is a big kudos to the Miz and Maurice, as the show Miz and Mrs. has been renewed for a second season by the USA Network, featuring the couple as they're going through the tribulations of having a child together and dealing with their in-laws, things married couples do. The show has been highly praised and has been the highest rated reality show that USA Network has ever produced. Suck it, Todd Chrisley. And because of that, because of the numbers being so high, Miz and Mrs. has been renewed for another 14 episode season. So kudos to them for putting out a show. And I've watched it a couple times. It's actually, it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I know we all get those guilty pleasures of watching reality TV, but then there's the people you kind of like. I wonder what their life is like, and you find out they're just as screwed up as the rest of us. So maybe a little less. But yeah, so kudos to them. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of The Guido Goes Off. As always, I thank you folks for watching. I want to hear what you have to say on the topics I have covered on this episode. As always, please drop a line in the comments section below. And you could always talk to me via my social media pages, my Twitter and Instagram. And of course, drop by the Guido Goes Off Facebook page. Give it a like, give it a follow, please. And of course, please like this video, share it with everyone you know, and if you have yet to join the Few But Faithful, please do so. Probably gonna get some more. I've got a lot more stuff to talk about, but I'm trying to keep this one short and sweet. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Guido, and I think we're done here.